Hello, everyone. This is Rabia Khalid, and today I'm joined by very honorable guests, Professor Gatrad and Eshal Shaukat. So we'll be briefly talking about their work and what are they doing in Pakistan these days. So Professor Gatrad, he is one of the renowned humanitarians in the world. And from the past couple of years, he's doing amazing and inspirational work in Pakistan. So let's welcome Professor Gatrad. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing?
Walaikum salam. Yes, very well, thank you. Yeah.
And then Ishal, how are you doing?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So, we recently figured out that you're in Pakistan. So, we thought that it will be a great opportunity to briefly interview you and to know about the work that you're doing in Pakistan. So, for our audience and our viewers, would you like to please tell that basically where do you originally hail from and what sort of basic work that you're doing?
Sure. Yes, I am actually an Indian. I'm a consultant pediatrician and professor of pediatrics from the University of Kentucky, United States, and also from the University of Birmingham. I'm also a visiting professor to the University of Lahore Health Sciences for the work that I've done in Pakistan. So I've been working in Pakistan for nearly 25 to 30 years now. And my basic job really is to look after sick children. But I think when you are a medic, uh, you have got an opportunity to be able to do things that perhaps other people can't do. So what we did was as a group, we uh, enlarged the cleft center in Pakistan, which is very famous now in Gujarat. And then I set up myself through my charity, which is Midland International Aid Trust, MIAT. We set up Club Food Center over in over in Gujarat as well. So those are two big projects in Gujarat. But then I was doing other big projects, many projects around the world. But as I get older, I can't keep an eye on them. So what I decided to do then is even some of the Kashmiri projects I did, which are helping schools with playgrounds, for example, helping poor people with wells, for example, cataracts in Kashmir. I've now tried to bring everything under one roof in Faisalabad. So in Faisalabad, we are we will be opening in October a woman empowerment center. So the Shaukat family has very kindly given us a large piece of land. And on that piece of land, I'm building through my charity facilities for young girls and young women. So we're going to provide vocational training for three things: vocational training for sewing and stitching, because this is a textile city, so they can get jobs. And we've got so many girls already waiting for our unit to start. We had already started earlier, but now we are expanding it. So we've stopped it for the time being. The second bit that we do is we are encouraging people to learn IT skills. So we've got computers. And the third thing, interestingly, is we are teaching them how to cook. Now, is so important. Apart from giving them vocational training, we're going to make them into good, smart human beings. What do I mean by that? A lot of orphan girls, and we talk about just girls who've got no clothes, perhaps, or hardly any clothes, who've got no shoes, who've got lice in their head. So those people who have got no chance in life, we've got the Shaukat family, especially Hamna Shaukat, who goes into villages, gets these girls, and we are adopting these girls now. So we're making them into smart young ladies. Those girls who are not in education but are quite young, we get them birth certificates and we get them into education. We give them bags, school bags. We give them something to write and read, and we also give them school uniforms. So they look really smart and really love it. So that's one side of things. Those who cannot go into school, either because they're too old or they just don't want to go into schools, then they can come into our center, which will open in October. And these girls then be educated by our teachers. We've got a mosque there. We've also got a playground for there. And for them, we've also got a swimming pool, so we can teach young girls how to swim. Because if there's a flood in Pakistan,
Right.
these girls should be able to swim to save themselves. Yeah. Apart from the fact that it's something that everybody should learn. So this center, Women Empowerment Center, which is created by us, and we are slowly expanding it, will be ready in October. And I thank the Shaukat family for having provided us with the land. So in short, that's what we are doing. So the next thing that we are doing internationally, which I think is very important for your audience to know, is that Midland International Aid Trust was approached by Doctors of Rahman, which is 60, 70 doctors. So they joined us now. So it's Mayat, Midland International Aid Trust, Doctors of Rahman. Now we have got over the last year about 325 doctors out of Gaza. These are medical students, not doctors. Medical students out of Gaza, we've relocated them into various countries. In Pakistan, I have to thank the Pakistani government for having looked after and accepted 178 medical students. Some are in Islamabad, some are in Faisalabad, sorry, some are in Lahore, but in very due course, I should think, there'll be some in Faisalabad as well. So I'm in discussions with the Vice Chancellor of Faisalabad Medical College to see if we can get some students here. So we get these students out of Gaza, and then we work with other organizations like Al Khidmat, who actually deliver locally what we actually started in the first place. So we are primarily getting people out from Gaza into Egypt. We fly them out here, and then these people are located into various universities. And only recently, and this is one of the reasons why I came to Pakistan on this occasion, I went to the graduation ceremony in Lahore, where these girls, they're all girls as it happens, dental students, they all graduated. It was fantastic for them and fantastic for us, very emotional moment. And whilst I was there, I thought I'd come in, check what's going on in Faisalabad. So in short, that's what the story is.
Well, that's amazing work you're doing, and I must say it's very inspiring, and also it's the need of the hour. So we would also like to ask Ishil Shaukat about her engagement with Professor Gatrad and what she's been doing at such a young age of 14 years, that what she's accomplished, and also she recently achieved the International Women Award in Dubai. So we would also like to briefly know about her work and that how she got to join Professor Gatrad. So, Ishil, can you please tell a little about yourself and what I just asked?
So, first of all, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Eshal Shaukat, and I am Midland International Aid Trust UK's ambassador, and he is the CEO of MITE, Midland International Aid Trust UK. And I am also the Pan Asian ambassador for WhatsApp, that is an organization working on climate change, plastic pollution. So its full form is WhatsApp, a World Against Single Use of Plastic, whose founder is Professor Gatrad. So basically, my journey doesn't start from a place of privilege, but it starts from the cries of the hopeless orphans, hopeless women. And when I hear about the cries, I cannot wait and I visit them. So we, from the pregnant women, we give them folic acid, and till their death, we give them caffeine, and between that, we give them education, education, and education. And with education, I believe that skills are also very important. So we went to different villages and got some young ladies, and over there we chose some orphans and not having many of those girls. Basically, we have been working on women empowerment. So many of the girls were lefted by their parents to their grandmothers and grandfathers, and many did not had parents. So we got them admitted into the schools, and we also celebrated Eid with them. and also give them Eid. And plus we have also been we also have a women empowerment center. You can also call it as a might center. So over there we have a stitching center where we teach women that how to stitch. And everything that I'm gonna tell you has a story behind it. Like I went to a village, and there was a girl, and I asked her that, do you go to school? And she told me, yes, I go to the school, and it was school timings. So I asked her that, then why are you not in the school? So she told me that she is having some special days and she uses banana leaves. And I had a lot of tears in my eyes. And after that, in our stitching center, we have a reusable sanitary pads, and Alhamdulillah, we have distributed it in about 20 villages. And we teach over there that how to, stitch it. Plus, we also have a cooking center, and we also have for the swimming skills, yeah, because swimming is very important. And that's what we have been doing. And we also have many more projects on disabilities. Like there's a cleft hospital in Gujarat, and over there we give children back their smile. Okay. And we also have a clubfoot center in Gujarat, and over there, we give them new lives. Like we organize a camp in Faisalabad for clubfoot. And there was a lady who was 40 years old, and she came to us, and she was crying. And she told me that she never celebrated any festival, and she wasn't even married. And she said that, I don't even get out of my house because people bully me a lot. And then she started to cry. And after that, we realized, and we started to give awareness to young children, because in clubfoot, young children's like, the newborn babies, if they are born with clubfoot, so they don't need any kind of operation. Okay, they need some special shoes, so that would be easier for them. And yeah, that's what we have been doing. And we also have been doing on hearing aids. Like the people who cannot hear properly, we give them free hearing aids. And we are affiliated with Islamabad Hearing Center. So yeah, and mashallah, all over Pakistan, we are giving those hearing aids. And we also give to wheelchairs, like jinko doctors, doctor has given answers that you cannot be, okay, and you like no operations can be done and nothing is beneficial. So we give them wheelchairs so they can continue their education and their work. And we also give food parcels. And yeah, that's what we have been doing. Thank you.
I think it's so important for viewers to know that we've got a 14-year-old girl behind whom there's a whole family, the Shaukat family. And you see, our friendship started really basically through climate change work because Eshal is very passionate about the environment. And I have got a qualification in planetary health. So I talk to a lot of schools about climate change and plastic pollution. So I came to know Ishal's family through that. And it was through that that the humanitarian work came in, particularly into Faisalabad. And all the projects that Ishal has mentioned, including wheelchairs, they are all provided by my charity. But within my charity now, we've got some very powerful people. And there's a particular person I would like to mention. His name is Dr. Yusufuddin. And he is one guy who has actually been the primary person who has got people out of Gaza. And he's going to come to Faisalabad, I hope, in October to witness the work that we are doing. So the work that Ishal is doing is absolutely phenomenal for a 14-year-old. And she's not only an international woman of the year 2025, which she went to Dubai, but she also has got various awards in Pakistan through Beacon House School, where she is. So it's a phenomenal partnership. We provide the vision and the finance, and the Shaukat family delivers it. So it's a fantastic, and I hope, inshallah, that this continues for many years to come.
Inshallah. Well, best of luck in your future endeavors, and we hope that you continue to touch as many lives as possible and change their life for good. I think we do need this sort of mentality and approach towards life, and particularly towards humanity.
Yeah, I think you see there are simple things that people don't realize, like brushing teeth, for example. Yeah, and I think we need many people to understand that what we are creating is just not teaching people to, for example, go to school and go to university. We're teaching people to be good human beings. For example, those people who have not got Quranic education or talim, then we give them that in that center. And inshallah, these girls who today appear to be poor, and once we can get them educated, we can get them smartened up, we can get them out of poverty. And then, inshallah, what they will do is they will move up the social ladder. And they might meet people that are married to people who hopefully will take them into a different part of the world, into a different world, totally. So it's a beginning, it's a generational game, but we will get there, inshallah.
Definitely. We need to carry on this legacy forward and make it a sustainable way of life and approach
important,
towards
yeah.
life. Because, looking out for others, I think a lot of people, like, usually, when we grow up, we think about like the individualistic mindset, right?
Sure.
But it takes thinking out of the box to do this level of work for the sake of others. And I think that's what brings one true sense of happiness.
You see, I tell this to a lot of people, and that is all of us in different ways ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for something. Doesn't matter who you are, a king or a beggar. Somebody always begs. We are all beggars. And you might beg for good health or whatever. The way I look at it is people make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to say, help me with my eyes, help me with my hearing, I can't walk, etc. And those duas reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us his servants to serve these people.
True.
So that is a simple equation.
Yes.
And if I can continue to do that equation, it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's a very beautiful way that how someone else's duas they get answered through you because of Allah's
Alhamdulillah.
doing.
Alhamdulillah.
And that's a beautiful approach towards life. And we would also like to briefly know, because in your introduction, that how you've been awarded with many international accolades, and about your list of education is pretty long. I couldn't even remember. So can you please tell briefly about your the awards that you've been given, so that our audience they can be more aware about you?
Okay. Okay. Let's start with perhaps the one with the Queen. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. It's the OBE, which is Order of the British Empire. That was given to me for halving the death rate of newborn babies in the area where I work, which is a huge area, West Midlands. So there were 19 babies dying per thousand after birth. Now that I halved to 9. But that means hard work, you have to have teamwork, you have to have leadership. So that is recognized by the Queen. That's one aspect. So that's the OBE from the Queen. Then the actual town where I work, city where I work, they've recognized me with what's known as Freeman of the Borough of Walsall. Now, Freeman means that you are permanently the first citizen of that city. And uh, this is for services to children in different ways, improving access for these children into hospitals, improving services in the hospitals, and also being part of the community. For example, I built a mosque in Walsall. So it's all the community things that I did that have impacted on the people, all people. We talk about whites, blacks, Asians, everybody. So they recognize, and in Walsall, I'm the first Asian to get it. Over the last 650 years, only 20 people have had it. So it is an honor to have. So there's a second sort of accolade that I've had. The third one perhaps was for my climate change work from the BBC, Making a Difference Award, which I was given more recently. And then one day I got somebody contacted me from Buckingham Palace to say, would you like to be deputy lieutenant to the Queen? And obviously you can't say no to the Queen. So that is a very big accolade as well, because that means that whenever a royal comes to our part of the world in England, I take them around. I show them where what is, take them to factories, take them to Royal Air Force or whatever. So yeah, so those are some of the things that might interest the viewers, perhaps.
Well, thank you so much, Professor Gatrad and Ishil, for sharing your story and your success journey, and how that it serves as a testament for others to follow and do better for our world, and also particularly for Pakistan. So, with that note, we would like to see you off, and this is Rabia Khalid signing off from PTV World.